Hi, I'm Lorraine. Welcome to the District Yoga. In today's quick practice, we're going to get in a crescent flow with a little touch for the core towards the end. So let's get started in a child's pose. Coming onto your mat, allowing the knees to open up as wide as feels right. Let the feet come to touch. And then forehead can either come down to a block or just onto the mat. The arms can reach forward, or you can bring the hands down the side body. Just find a few breaths here to start out. Child's pose, allowing us to just turn inward, allowing us to fold into ourselves and towards the earth. Finding this sense of grounding. Even when we don't have a ton of time, right? We still carve out the space. And we allow ourselves to just step onto our mats. To be on our mats and in our practice. Even if it's just for 10 or 20 minutes a day. Take 5 breaths wherever you are. If the arms are drawing down the side body, go ahead and reach them forward. We're going to shift into a tabletop position. So finding yourself on all fours, wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Find a long neutral spine here. We're going to get a couple cat-cows, but I want you to listen to this cue here. Most of us tend to lead with our head when we go into our cat-cows, so we kind of yank the head up. I want you to see if you can notice that tailbone. So we're going to find what we call an anterior tilt. Imagine your pelvic bone and your pelvic area is like a bowl, and we're going to spill the contents out of that bowl towards the earth. So we're leading with our tailbone. We're going to bring the head up last. So find that slowly tilting anteriorly towards the ground, towards the earth, and then the head and gaze comes forward, chest open. We're going to take the first round a little slow. So again, paying attention to that pelvic bowl area that you have. And we're going to find a posterior tilt. So leading with that tailbone. Vertebrae by vertebrae comes next. And then the chin starts to tuck last. So we're going to pick up the pace a little bit on that, but I still want you to lead with the tailbone. So anterior tilt of the tailbone, start to lower. The head will be the last thing that comes up. Exhale, posterior tilt of that pelvic bone. Head will be the last that tucks. Drop the bowl down, feeling those contents. Leading with the tailbone again, noticing if it shifts any perspective for you. Anterior tilt, dropping that tailbone, spilling out that contents. Posterior tilt of the pelvis as we start to tuck the chin last. One more round, leading with the tailbone, the pelvis here. Again, noticing maybe how it changes this shape for you as you lead from that place versus leading with the head. And then make your way back to a long neutral spine. Go ahead and step back to a plank pose. Find the engagement of the belly, length through the crown of the head. We're going to jump right in. So just a few minutes today. Shift forward, lower halfway down. On your inhale, we're going to come to an up dog. So right away, flipping over those toes, pressing the floor away. If you wanted a cobra, you could go there. Chest lifting. Press that floor away one more time. And then downward facing dog. Come in, down dog. First one, feel it out. 5 breaths. Just in and out of that nose. Stay here, breathe here, pressing that chest back, pressing into the floor, length through the crown of the head, hips lifting up, feet pressing back as you find that stretch to the posterior chain. Take an inhale, stay for the exhale. One more big breath in. Slowly step or hop top of the mat. Find that forward dive. Inhale, find some length through the spine. Exhale, forward bow, dive it in. Stand up, let's reach up tall on the inhale. Hands to the heart space as you breathe out. Shift the weight into the right foot. The left knee is going to lift in towards the chest. Stay here, breath in. Stay here, breath out. We're going to come to tree pose. So bring that left foot to the inner thigh or the ankle or the shin, whatever your tree may look like. You could grow your branches up tall, reaching up. We're just here for a couple more moments. Finding a little balance in the beginning of this class. Beautiful. If you're with me, lift that left knee in towards the chest again so hips are square. We're going to slowly send that left leg back, landing into a crescent lunge, arms still reaching up. Find the activation here. You could check into the hips again. Left hip square forward, right hip draws back in line so that you find this nice adjustment and squaring of the hips. Right foot really pressing into all four corners of that foot, breathing as the arms reach. Stay here. Checking in. Take one more inhale, reach it up. Hands low to the mat. We're going to step back to plank pose, but hover that right foot if you can. Just see if you can hover it. If you want to drop it down to plank, you can. We're going to lower to chaturanga on the breath out. Inhale, lift the chest, the heart. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Just come back in, reset. Let's switch that all out. Pressing it back. Step, hopper, float, top of the mat. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, we bow in. Inhale, root to rise, reaching tall. Hands to the heart space as you breathe out. Let's shift the weight to the left foot this time. Knee lifts up into the chest. Breathe here. Find that activation through the bottom left leg as we really press through all four corners of that foot. Take an inhale. We're going to make our way to tree pose. So find your tree. That could be to the inner left thigh, right foot there, or it can be to the ankle or the shin, or maybe even the mat. Breathe steady. Last couple breaths. Notice that left glute working. Breathe, breathe, breathe. When you're ready, maybe the arms float up, knee comes back into the chest, hips stay square. We're going to come into that transition, sending the right leg back and landing that right foot down as we come into crescent lunge. Really press through that bottom left foot, root down through the legs, lift up through the upper body. Stay and breathe. As we just check in, different side, different sensations, maybe. Breathe steady, in and out of that nose. Beautiful. One more inhale, reach it up. Hands to the mat. Again, we're going to send that left leg back. Hover it if you want to, or you can drop the foot to meet the right. Lower through chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Breathe it here. That's our flow. Press the heart back. Step, hopper, float, top of the mat. Inhale, we'll get it one breath, one movement. Exhale, bow back in. Inhale, reach up tall. Hands to the heart space as you shift the weight into the right foot. Knee comes into the chest. Find your way to tree pose as you send that left foot to where it feels right. Inhale, arms float up, knee comes back into the chest. Send that left leg back. We're coming to that crescent lunge. Arms rise. Inhale. Hands to your mat. We'll send that right leg back. Hover as you lower through chaturanga. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe it out. Yes. Heart presses back. Step, hopper, float, top of the mat. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, bow it in. Grow tall, upward salutes. Hands to prayers. You breathe out. Shift the weight to the left foot. Knee into the chest. Tree pose. Find your variation. Knee comes back into the chest. Reach it up. Send that leg back. We're coming to that crescent lunge. As you land, you reach it up. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Again, you decide you could hover that left foot and go to chaturanga. If you didn't want it, you don't have to go there. Find a vinyasa flow that feels right. We meet in downward facing dog. Couple more rounds just like that. Press the heart back. Step, hop, float. Inhale, find the length. Exhale, bow it in. Inhale, reach up tall. Hands to the heart as you shift the weight to the right foot. Left knee into the chest. Tree pose on the breath out. It's quick. Reach up, knee back into the chest. Send that left leg back. Come to crescent rise. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Remember, you could hover the right foot as you go through chaturanga. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Keeping it moving. Heart presses back. Step, jump, float. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, bow it in. Inhale, rise. Hands to the heart. Shift into that left foot, knee into the chest. Just the exhale for tree pose. You could move the arms. Knee into the chest, reach it up. Send that right leg back. We're coming to crescent. Inhale, I reach. Hands to your mat. You decide your vinyasa. You could hover that left leg. Inhale, heart shines. Exhale, down dog. Breath out. Yes. One last time for those. Press it back. Step or hop. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow in. Reach it up. Hands to the heart space. Shift the weight to the right foot. Knee to chest. Tree pose on the breath out. Knee to chest. Arms float up. Send that left leg back. Find your way to crescent lunge. Inhale, I rise. Hands to your mat. You decide your vinyasa. You could hover the right foot. Inhale. Down dog. We got that on the other side. Press it back. Jump to the top of your mat, maybe. Inhale, length. Exhale, bow. Inhale, grow tall. Hands to the heart space. Lean into the left foot, knee into the chest. Find your tree pose. Again, you could adjust the arms. Knee into the chest. Send that right leg back as you land down. Come into that crescent rise. Reach it. Hands to your mat. Send the left leg back. Hover it, maybe. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Take a couple moments. If you need another child's pose, find that. Breathe where you went. We got one last flow for this quick one today. So take a couple breaths. Let's say 3 rounds in downward facing dog. We'll get back into a nice little flow, adding a little bit of core to this one. So if you're with me, right leg's going to lift up. Inhale. Step the foot through. We're coming back to crescent lunge. Remember, it's a crescent flow. Reach it up. Bring the hands to the heart space. We're going to add a twist. If you want to just twist the upper body to the right, you can. Otherwise, left elbow to the outside edge of that right knee. Find a prayer twisted lunge. Breathe. Stay. Find a little length through the crown of the head. Envisioning this long line from that left foot all the way through the crown of the head. Finding that last bit of twist. Inhale, come back to crescent lunge. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Remember that right leg. Hover it. Stay for plank. We're going to add the core here. Bring the right knee to the right elbow. Touch. Inhale it back. Knee to nose. Round. Inhale it back, yes. Knee to opposite elbow, touch that left elbow, send it back, and then you decide your vinyasa. You could keep that leg hovering. Back to downward facing dog. Just come back in. Just reset. Breathe it here. Left leg, bring it up tall. Step it through, ball of the back toes. Coming to that crescent lunge. You've been here before. Bring the hands to the heart space. We're going to add that twist. Remember, you could just twist the upper body, or if you want a little bit more, right elbow to the outside edge of that left knee. Keep rooting into that left foot, all four corners. Back leg strong, spine long. Keep it breathing. Last few breaths. Find that last bit of twist here. Inhale, come back to crescent rise. Hands to the heart, and then send that left leg back to hover. Stay in this variation. You could drop the right knee if you ever needed to. Take an inhale. Need a left elbow touch. Inhale it back. Need a nose. Inhale, we're going to cross it here. Twist towards that right elbow. Inhale it back. You decide your vinyasa. Heart lifts. Down dog, breath out. Let's get that one breath, one movement. Just a couple rounds and that'll be it for today. Breathe it here. Press the chest back. Stay in your down dog as you breathe out. On your next inhale, right leg. Step it through. Grow tall. Find your crescent. Hands to the heart. We're just going to twist on the breath out. Inhale, rise up. Hands to your mat. Come to that three-leg hovering plank. Need a right elbow. Inhale it back. Need to nose. Send it back. Need an opposite elbow. Inhale, vinyasa or skip it. You decide. Come back to downward facing dog. Breath out. Left side, rise. Step through. Inhale. Hands to the heart, just a twist on the breath out. Inhale, rise it. Hands to your mat. Remember that plank, left leg hovers. Need a left elbow. Inhale it back. Knee to nose. Send it back. We find a twist. Inhale, vinyasa or not. You decide. Downward facing dog. One last time for those. And that'll be it for today. Right leg draws long. Beautiful. Step it through. Inhale, reach it. Hands to the heart. We exhale for the twist. Inhale, rise it back up. Hands down. Last time on this side. Hover the right foot. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, use your core. Knee to nose. Send it back. Find that twist. Send it back. Vinyasa or not. You decide. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Last round. Last thing. Left side. Step through. Inhale. Twist as you breathe out. Inhale, back up. Last thing here, yes, you can. Send the left leg back. Need a left elbow. Back. Contract center. Send it back to the right elbow. Inhale. Vinyasa, your last one. Inhale it up. Back to downward facing dog. Whew. Quick, but down to what I needed, right? Breath stays with you. Press the chest back. Set the knees down. Come onto your back. We'll get just a couple things before we get a quick Shavasana. I'll leave you in a quick one today. So if you're with me, hug the knees into the chest. You're on your back here. And plant the feet down about hips width. We're going to come into a reclined pigeon. Notice the heart rate here, still up. We're going to slow it down a little. Whew. Right leg, right ankle over that left knee. Flex through the right toes. That could be it. That could be your reclined pigeon. That could be enough. If you want a little bit more, you could thread the arms through. Catch the back of the left thigh or the front of the left shin. think I'm going to stay with my foot planted. And I'm just going to catch back up with my breath. I'm going to feel my heart, the energy that I created here, the heat, the circulation. A little detoxification with that twist. A little core. And a few crescents, right? Breathe steady. 8 more breaths. Last few. If you are grabbing the back of the thigh or the front of that left shin, slowly start to let the left foot plant onto the mat. We're going to keep the right ankle over that left knee. Keep flexing through the right toes. We're going to add a little bit of a twist, so arms come out wide. And of course, if this twist doesn't feel right for you, you could just take both knees and drop them over to the left. But if you're with me, we're just going to keep the reclined pigeon in the legs and drop that left knee over towards the left side of your space, arms out wide. And you might feel this in the outer right hip here. Just breathe. Not here very long. 5 massive breaths. Take one more full inhale. Exhale, release. If you do have the right ankle on the left knee still, slowly start to plant the left foot down, and then we'll just unravel that right ankle, planting it back down to the mat. You could windshield wiper the knees side to side if that felt right. And then we're just going to switch sides. So left ankle is going to come over that right knee, flex through the left toes. That protects that left knee joint there. And then again, same options. You could grab a hold of that right back thigh or the right front shin. And you could stay there. You could breathe there. I'm going to go ahead and stay again with my right foot planted onto the mat. That could be enough. And it could be different from one side to the other. That could be okay too. Never any expectation, right? Never any judgment from side to side. And then just breathe here, finding this reclining pigeon. Noticing maybe now the heart rate coming back to that steady, normal pace, that homeostasis. Our body's starting to regulate itself. Got some nice healthy stress in a short period of time with that flow, especially with that core work, right? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Settle in on these last few moments, last few breaths. If you do have a hold of the back thigh or the shin, just slowly make your way, planting your right foot back onto the mat. And then again, we're going to keep the ankle on the knee for our twist as we bring the arms out wide. Unless this doesn't feel right for you, you could drop both knees to the right. Otherwise, go ahead and drop that right knee over. We keep the left foot, left ankle on the knee. And we find a different variation of a twist if you kept the reclined pigeon legs. Send the gaze where it feels best for the head and neck. That could be to the left fingers. That could be to the ceiling. And feeling this on the left side this time, so the opposite side. Not here very long. Last few breaths. Take one more inhale. Breathe it out. Slow as you need, start to plant that right foot back down. If you have the left ankle on the right knee, unravel that out. And then if you'd like to give yourself one last big squeeze, squeezing into a little ball, squeezing the fingers, the toes, take a huge breath in. And then Shavasana, I'll let you make your way into your variation of Shavasana. And I'm just going to leave you there. So if you have the time, take it, stay. Otherwise, thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. I hope you leave feeling a little more light and free. Namaste.